Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Studio Fluent. I'm Jeff. Today, I want you to slow down and give yourself a little space because you are here for one reason. You want to think in English, but maybe your mind feels heavy. Maybe you translate every word. Maybe you feel slow or even a little ashamed. Maybe you think, why can't I think in English like other people? My friend, you are not alone. Many learners feel this, and I want you to breathe with me so your mind can relax. Take a slow breath in through your nose. Hold it and slowly breathe out through your mouth. Good. You don't need to fight your mind. You don't need to push yourself. Thinking in English is not a gift. It is not a talent. It is a skill you learn step by step. Let me tell you a tiny story. There was a learner named Ian. Every time he tried to speak English, he translated each word in his head. It made him slow. It made him nervous. He felt blocked. He thought something was wrong with him. One day, he tried slow listening, just like you are doing now. He listened to simple sentences. He repeated them. He shadowed them gently, and something changed. He heard English, and then he felt English. And slowly, very slowly, he began to think in English. Ian was not special. He was not fast. He was not perfect. He just practiced, and his mind opened. You can do this too. You are not slow. You are not weak. You are learning. Let's repeat something together. Now repeat after me. I can think in English. I can think in English. Perfect. Again, I am learning. I am learning. Perfect. You see, your English mind is already waking up, little by little, word by word, breath by breath. And when you understand what thinking in English really means, the next step becomes much easier. Because in the next chapter, I will show you what thinking in English truly is, and why your brain can learn it faster than you think. Thinking in English feels like a big idea, but today I want to make it simple for you. Very simple. Because when you understand what it really means, your mind becomes free. Thinking in English does not mean fast speaking. It does not mean big grammar. It does not mean long sentences. It begins with something much smaller, something calm, something gentle. It begins with listening. Take one slow breath. In through your nose. Hold it for a moment. And slowly breathe out. Good. When you listen to English, your mind starts to create connections. These connections become small thoughts, and these small thoughts are the beginning of thinking in English. Let's make it even simpler. Thinking in English means you notice a sound. You notice a small phrase. You feel a meaning without translation. For example, imagine you hear, "I'm here," "I'm ready," "let's go." These phrases are short, simple, clear, and your mind can hold them easily. Now repeat after me. I can understand small phrases. I can understand small phrases. Perfect. Good. Let's try one more. I can think in English. I can think in English. Perfect. These small phrases are like seeds. When you repeat them slowly, softly, your brain begins to grow an English thinking pattern. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to know everything. You only need to understand small pieces one by one. This is how English thinking starts for everyone. Let me show you the process. First, you hear a simple phrase. Then, you feel the meaning. Then, you speak it softly. And little by little, your mind begins to think with the phrase, not translate it. This is the secret. You do not push English into your mind. You invite English in, gently, with understanding. Now, try this short shadowing moment. Repeat after me. I hear English. I hear English. Perfect. I feel English. I feel English. Perfect. I can think in English. I can think in English. Perfect. Every time you practice this, you are changing your identity. You are becoming someone who thinks in English. Not a student, but an English thinker, step by step. And now that you understand the idea, let me show you the moment everything changes. Now that you understand what thinking in English means, I want to take you into a small world, a gentle, simple story that helps your brain think in English naturally. This story is very small, very easy, but very powerful. Close your eyes for a moment, or just relax your shoulders, and imagine this scene with me. It's early morning. The sun is soft. The world is quiet. You open your door, step outside, and feel the cool air on your face. You look around. You see the sky. You see a few people walking. You hear a bird. You feel the morning. Everything is simple. Everything is calm. Now, listen to these small English thoughts inside the story. I am here. I see the sky. I feel the air. I start my day. These are English thoughts. Short, real, easy to feel. Let's try a little shadowing practice with these phrases. Repeat after me. I am here. I am here. I see the sky. I see the
sky. I feel the air. I feel the air. Good. You just did something very important. You did not translate. You imagined. You felt. You connected English to a picture in your mind. This is the moment your English brain begins to wake up. Now, let's add a little more to the story. You take a small step forward. You breathe slowly. You smile a little. And in your mind, a thought appears. I can start slowly. Let's repeat that. I can start slowly. I can start slowly. This story is not just a story. It's a training space, a soft place where your brain learns English naturally through feelings, movements, and pictures. This is how children learn. This is how your mind becomes lighter. This is how English thinking begins. And here is something important for you. You don't need big grammar. You don't need long sentences. You need simple moments with simple thoughts inside simple stories. Every time you imagine a scene in English, you grow one more English thinking connection in your mind. And this is powerful. Because now that your brain understands how English stories open your thinking, it's time to show you the foundation of everything, the power of slow listening.
Slow listening is where everything begins. Your English, your confidence, your thinking, your fluency. All of it grows from this one simple practice. Maybe you think, I must speak fast. I must think fast. I must learn fast. But my friend, fast is not the way. Slow is the way. Slow listening is calm. Slow listening is gentle. Slow listening is natural. And slow listening is powerful. Let's start with a simple breath to prepare your mind. Breathe in. Hold it softly. And breathe out. Let your shoulders drop. Good. Now, let me explain slow listening in a very simple way. Slow listening means you listen to English without pressure, without fear, without racing your mind. You listen like you are listening to soft rain or the sound of a quiet morning. When you listen slowly, your brain opens. Your mind becomes clear, and English starts to grow inside you naturally. Imagine this. You hear a sentence like, I wake up. You hear it again. I wake up. You feel it. You understand it without translation. Your mind says, yes, this is English. I know this. That moment, that very small feeling, is the beginning of thinking in English. Let's practice slow listening with a small shadowing block. Repeat after me. I wake up. I wake up. Perfect. I am here. I am here. Perfect. I feel calm. I feel calm. Good. Notice something. These phrases are short, simple, gentle. When you repeat them, your brain starts to trust English. It becomes less afraid, more open, more ready. Now, let me share something important with you. Your brain loves patterns. When you hear English slowly, over and over, with feeling, your brain begins to create an English thinking pattern. This is why slow listening is not easy practice. It is deep practice, powerful practice, the kind that changes the way you think. Let's add one more repetition block together. I can learn slowly. I can learn slowly. Perfect. I can understand English. I can understand English. Beautiful. You don't need speed. You don't need perfection. You only need slow, soft English entering your mind every day, a little bit at a time. And when slow listening becomes your habit, your English thinking becomes stronger. And something even more powerful begins to happen. Your English voice wakes up.
Your mind is now open. And today, we begin something even more powerful. Shadowing. This is the moment your English voice starts to wake up. Maybe you feel shy when you speak. Maybe your mouth feels heavy. Maybe your tongue moves slowly. Maybe you worry about your accent. Or maybe you think, I can't speak like other people. My friend, you don't need to speak like anyone else. You only need to discover your own English voice, the calm, soft voice already inside you. Shadowing helps you find it. Shadowing is simple. You listen to a sentence and you speak with the speaker, step by step, side by side, softly, without pressure. Before we start, let's take a slow breath together. Breathe in, hold it gently, and breathe out. Let your shoulders relax. Good. There are 3 levels of shadowing. The first level is echo. You repeat after me with a short pause. The second level is follow. You speak almost at the same time. The third level is flow. You speak with me together. Today, we will only try the first 2 levels. No pressure, just gentle practice. Let's begin. Now, repeat after me. I can try. I can try. Perfect. I am learning English. I am learning English.
I am not afraid. I am not afraid. Good. Notice how your mouth feels now. Maybe a little loose, maybe warm, maybe more open. This is your English voice waking up, slowly, naturally, without force. Let's increase the energy a little. Repeat after me again. I can speak. I can speak. My voice is growing. My voice is growing. I can shadow English. I can shadow English. Very good. You didn't push. You didn't try to be perfect. You simply followed. And that is how shadowing works. Shadowing trains your mouth. Shadowing trains your breath. Shadowing trains your mind. And slowly, shadowing begins to create an English thinking pattern inside you. Your brain begins to think in English automatically, even when you are not speaking. Let's make this feeling stronger. My English voice is waking up. My English voice is waking up. I can speak English. I can speak English. You are doing real practice, real growth, real progress. Step by step, your voice is becoming confident. And now that your English voice is waking up, it is time to shift something much deeper inside you, your identity. Something important is happening inside you now. Not just in your mouth, not just in your ears, inside your identity. For many years, maybe you said to yourself, I am bad at English. I am slow. My memory is weak. I can't think in English. These sentences became part of your story. They felt true. They felt heavy. They felt like a wall around you. But today, I want to invite you to try a new story. Not a fake story, not a perfect story, a gentle, honest, growing story. Let's take one soft breath together before we continue. Breathe in through your nose, hold it for a moment, and breathe out slowly through your mouth. Good. Let your shoulders drop. Let your face relax. Now, listen very carefully. You are not bad at English. You are a person who is learning English. You are not too slow. You are a person who is moving at your own speed. You are not broken. You are a person who is growing. Say this with me in your mind first, and then we will say it out loud together. I am an English learner. I am an English learner. Perfect. Again, I am becoming someone who thinks in English. I am becoming someone who thinks in English. Perfect. Feel those words for a moment. These are not just sentences. They are like new roots growing inside you. Each time you repeat them, your brain builds a new road, a new identity road. Old identity, I am bad at English. New identity, I am learning English. I am thinking in English more and more. Let's try a small story. Maria is from Brazil. For many years, she said, "My English is terrible. I can't think in English." Every time she spoke, fear came first. Her heart beat fast. Her face felt hot. One day, she decided to change her story. She wrote one simple sentence in her notebook. I am a person who thinks in English. Every morning, she listened to a slow English podcast. She shadowed 2 or 3 sentences. Then she read her sentence again. I am a person who thinks in English. I am a person who thinks in English. After 1 month, something interesting happened. Her English level did not suddenly jump to perfect, but her feeling changed. She felt calmer. She stopped saying, I am bad. She started saying, I am learning. And when your feeling changes, your actions change too. You are doing the same right now. You are not only learning words, you are building a new English identity. You are becoming the kind of person who listens deeply, who shadows gently, who practices daily, who thinks in English more and more. Let's lock this in with a few more lines. I am not stuck. I am not stuck. My English brain is growing. My English brain is growing. I can think simple thoughts in English. I can think simple thoughts in English. Beautiful. Here is your tiny task for today. Take a small paper or open a note on your phone. Write the sentence. I am becoming a person who thinks in English. Read it once in the morning. Read it once before sleep. And each time, pause and imagine yourself thinking in English while you walk, while you cook, while you travel. This is how identity changes, not in one big moment, but in many small, quiet choices. And now that your identity is beginning to shift, it's time for one last step, bringing all of this into a simple daily system you can actually follow.
You are teaching your brain that English is not a test. It is a habit, a gentle daily habit, a part of who you are becoming. So when you feel slow, when you feel tired, when you feel my English is not good enough, remember this. You are already on the road. You are already moving. You are already thinking more and more in English. You are not behind. You are not behind. You are on your way. You are on your way. Every small thought in English, every slow listening moment, every tiny shadowing practice is building a new you, a you who feels calmer, a you who trusts your English more, a you who can think, feel, and speak in English step by step. So take one more slow breath with me now. In through your nose, hold it for a moment, and out through your mouth. You are doing more than you think. You are growing more than you feel. And your English future is closer than it seems. Thanks for practicing with Studio Fluent. Keep going, you're doing great. See you next time.